Lacey here, founder and CEO of Laced Hair Extensions. I am so excited to introduce you to our newest product line, which is our Luxe Clip-Ins. So what is so exciting about these clip-ins is, as you can see here, instead of having the sewn in part of the weft, it actually looks like it goes all the way to the top. So if you're familiar with our brand, our interlaced tape-ins are similar to this, and it's just so awesome because when the wind blows or your hair separates, you cannot see the extensions in there. I have them in right now. I'm wearing a color 4/8, but you can just see that it just literally looks like it's coming out of your head this way. So I am so excited to show you how to apply these so you can see how they look in your hair. In our model, we are putting in the color number 2 in 20 inches. They come in multiple lengths and multiple colors as well. You can see all of them on our website, but I wanted you to know what color we have in. So let's go ahead and get started, and you can see how literally these can go right in a snap. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started with putting in her clip-in set. And honestly, there's no direct way you have to do this because everyone has different layers, different head shapes and different thicknesses. So why this set is so great is we have multiple different wefts, so you can customize if they need to go up higher, if they need to go lower. For this specific client, I am going to start about right here. You can see those ends that look a little bit shattered here because of like her hair is a little bit more fine. I can go up a little bit higher on those if I need to. And our cute model is actually extremely petite. So that means she does not have a big head at all. If they don't have a large head, there's not enough places to put a weft. So I'm actually going to stack up a few of these wefts. Let me show you how to do that. So they can just go right on top of each other. I always love to just put a little bit of a tease at that base to give it a little bit of a cushion, as well as, I feel like it's a little bit of a clip-in insurance as well. Just gonna open up those and go ahead and press them in. And then I'm just gonna go right above where I put that one, closer to the base, and go ahead and clip that right in as well. So you can see that first row is in, even though it's 2 pieces, think of it as like 1 row, and it gets that nice thickness all the way down. So now the next area is gonna cover some of her, like just above her ear. So that's the next section I'm taking. Her hair is really fine, but she actually has a lot of it. So in only using 1 set, you want to be very strategic about where you're placing these clips to make sure that we can get it to blend with just 1 set for her. Now, if her hair was a little bit shorter, it would actually be a lot harder to blend the extensions in, and you might need to use 2 sets. So luckily her hair is a great length that we should be able to make it look awesome just with the 1 set. But if she wanted it longer, you could use a set that's a little bit longer, obviously, or just put 2 sets in together to give it like a ton of volume. So again, just going to go in. And honestly, just out of time, I do not ever have the most perfect like, this doesn't need to look perfect clipping it in. I love to just show how fast these can be. So it doesn't have to be the most like, you're never gonna be able to make the most perfect, perfect piece in there anyways, so it is okay. So I'm gonna use another one of the 2 clip pieces to put in. And honestly, look how good that looks in there. You can see right along the line how there's not a big sewn in piece. Looks so natural in there. You can see how that wraps all the way around. I'm gonna take the bigger one. You can see there are essentially 2 bigger pieces, but this one has 3 wefts where this one only has 2 sewn on. You can see this one has more hair. And I want her to have more hair a little bit lower. That way we can like leave more of her length. And then I'll use this piece to blend in her corners and that top layer for her. But a lot of people, if they had shorter layers on top, like really short layers, you would want to use this triple weft to go on top of that to blend in those thick pieces. But if we don't put this one lower, then it's going to be like this thick piece on top. So it just really depends on the client and how your hair is. And in this case, like I said, I want her to have more volume on the bottom and not on the top because her layers are already long. So that piece is gonna just really add some fullness in that middle part, which is gonna be awesome. And then you can see it already looks pretty good, which is awesome. But what I'm gonna do is just go directly above this and put in that last weft and then go in and put in her corner pieces as well. So it's really amazing how fast you can literally change someone's look. Okay, so we're wrapping up here. We have these 2 pieces left. If you've used our extensions for a while, the change that we made, these used to be cut into 2 different pieces, so this was 4 pieces. But I felt like, for me, I always wished that they were more solid, so I just put them together this time. So that is what we have here. And you can see this little shelf. She's like perfect for this little piece because she has that little shelf right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in right about here and angle it just a little bit so it fills in that piece around her face. And you can see how I put them in on an angle. And what that does is the hair grows on an angle. So now it will face frame her hair perfectly, her face perfectly. Do the other side. So we have that full set in, and honestly, I haven't styled it yet. I haven't done any sculpting, and it looks so good. I'm gonna quickly do a little trim for her, so it'll just match perfectly. All right, 3, 2, 1. Surprise. Oh, it looks so good. It's so glossy and perfect. Wow. Wow. Some volume in there. Looks so good.